So Friday we went on our excursion to go pick up our turkeys, and we picked up a few of our baby chicks. But we were really excited because we knew that on Saturday we were going to be getting a few more new additions to the homestead. We had so many guesses on our comment section of what you thought we were going to be adding to the homestead. And although we absolutely love all of the ideas that you guys have presented, like llamas and goats and pigs and cows and all the things, we're just not situated yet for anything that's quite of that scale quite yet on the homestead. As you know, we're still doing a lot of interior renovation. We have a barn to build. We have lots of coops to build now that we have some new baby feathery friends, fencing, and a few other outdoor projects before we can welcome anything else that might come to our homestead later. So hold your thought on some of those things, but we're really excited because we got to pick up some very, very adorable ducklings yesterday, and the boys are really excited to share them with you. Okay, so as you know, we have 18 duck eggs in our incubator, but we couldn't resist on getting a few ducklings that were already hatched out, just in case we don't have the best luck with our eggs like we did with our turkeys. We're pretty confident we'll be able to hatch out some really cute ducks out of our hatchlings that are gonna be coming out in about 28 days, but we could not pass up on these adorable 2-week-old Indian runner ducks. So all of these ducks are Indian runner ducks, except for this little bright one here, who's sort of our like individual duckling we got, who is a pekin duck or a pekin duck, whichever way you want to pronounce it. And so these little guys are having so much fun. They've already soaked, as you can see, they've just absolutely drenched this bin. We've just given them a little bucket of water to play in. We have a bigger spot for them set up upstairs, but we just wanted to bring them outside so you could see their colors more in the sunlight. Do you want to hold them up so you can see? Chase, you're going to show them which one is your favorite.
Oh.
Chase immediately had a favorite duckling.
I can't. It's either this one or this one. I can't tell which one.
Oh, because they got wet. I think it's the lighter one. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, come on, you're soaked.
They just get themselves absolutely soaked because, as you know, ducks love to play in the water. Oh, look at this little guy or girl. We don't know if these are boys or girls yet. We have just been letting them kind of acclimate to our area here. We set them up a really cute little spot. Whoop, in the water you go. Hi. So Indian runner ducks, they stand with a totally different stance. I'll show you some pictures of what full-grown Indian runner ducks look like. They really do change from this age to when they get to be full-grown. We think they're gonna be a lot of fun to have on the homestead. You wanna come hold some, Dana? Yeah. Okay.
Pick your favorite.
Pick your favorite. These guys have the cutest little masks on their faces, and some of them have rings on their neck. Their colors are so pretty. That one there has the white ring on it, a little yellow ring on its neck. Yeah. Hi. Oh, you guys are so cute. So over the next couple of weeks, we need to build some temporary coops that all of our new feathery friends, our turkeys, our smaller chickens, and our new ducklings are going to go in. And of course, prepare for the 18 that are in the incubator, because if all of them hatch, we're going to need to have a spot for them. Oh, they're flapping their little wings. The breeze came. But what we want to do is we want to set up some temporary spots for them, because we have a bigger plan on how we're going to house all of our feathery friends. So you have to stay tuned to see what our plan is for that. But oh my gosh, aren't they cute? So now we're gonna need to think of a lot of names for our feathery friends. So inside we have a little brooder set up for these guys so they can be on heat for a little while longer. They're just 2 weeks old, so we wanna make sure that they're nice and warm. Plus they get themselves quite chilly. They play in the warm water, and then when they get out, they obviously will catch a chill quickly if we don't make sure that they have a heat light. And then they're eating just some starter duckling pellets.
This one that I'm petting now, he keeps coming over to me for wanting pets.
Wanting some more pets. They just keep dumping all the water. Well, those wood chips lasted a good half an hour. We'll have to put some new ones in a minute. Yeah, finish your playtime and then we get dry again. We're out doing a project this morning that is an absolute must. Literally today, we are going to try everything we possibly can in the hours that today is going to give us to be able to get some supplies and get a front gate put on our property. We've been having a lot of intruders on our property, and I'm calling them intruders because it's people that are just coming on our property when we haven't invited them and we have no idea who they are. So visitors or somebody coming, parcels coming, things like that are totally different. But when you have people just coming up on your property, especially when you have animals and children, and you know, we're usually riding our four-wheelers around or things like that, having power tools and stuff out, you don't want to have people just coming on your property when they're not invited. And so we really need to put a gate up. Part of the issue that we're having is that Nova Scotia has a law that you can lawfully fish on any water bank way in the province. I'm pretty sure that's basically what it is. Unfortunately, the Department of Fisheries right now is on some type of a temporary strike, and so we can't get any definitive answers. But even the other night, we had just gone home. We were gone for the whole day, and we came home and we had someone back on the waters bank just laying on the ground. We saw them on the security camera. Our entire property has surveillance, so we know everything that's going on. We see everyone that's walking on the property. We know absolutely everything from our phone, whether we're home or we're off property. That gives you the peace of mind that you know what's going on your property. But having a front entryway gate and so no trespassing signs and a few other things will give us a little bit more of that, like, we don't want anyone visiting unannounced. So we're gonna do that today. Something we honestly wanted to do since we first got here, but obviously other things played precedence to that. But we want to make sure that in addition to the other ways we're trying to secure our property, that we can get a gate up at the front. So our friend Allison's coming this morning. He has a mini tractor. You saw him help us with our horse corral, and he just lives locally here. He helps me go get things like when we need to haul our hay for our horses and things. He's coming today to help us dig a bunch of holes to be able to put in this front gate and start the first couple of fencing posts that will go right. We own right to the water's edge, and we had a professional survey done when we first moved to Nova Scotia from the best surveyor in the province, and he's marked out exactly where our landlines are, so we're going to follow that. So we were already on our computer this morning mapping out and seeing where are all of our points, and he also has the professional stakes in the ground for us to follow, so we know exactly that we're putting this on the property that we own and we're not infringing on anyone else's property. So we're going to do the same idea that we did for the gates on the corral, but we're going to build two. So we're going to do an X gate on this side and an X gate on this side, and then they'll latch together in the middle, so it will open. Will it open in or out?
In.
In, okay. I hadn't thought that first. So it'll open in, and so we're going to have Allison come and dig these holes, then we're going to go run and get some concrete, because we have posts and this everything else basically we need for it here, other than concrete and hinges, and maybe some paint, because I think we're going to paint this look cute at the front. 12-foot gate?
I think 12
Okay,
feet,
so
yeah.
this is the only spray paint I literally have on hand that's not black or gold, so we're using this bright blue. And we're going to mark. It's not working. Let's do it. Oh. It's not even coming out where the hole is.
That was amazing.
It's not coming. It's coming out. There must be gunk on it or something. It's coming out like sideways. Let's try that. I'm gonna wear this. It's not.
You sprayed.
It's not coming out where the hole is.
Honey.
What do I do?
I don't know.
Compensate for this. Look at. I'm holding it. It's the point. The hole is here and it's spraying here. Look.
Well, it's working.
Okay, so one hole there. Hudson and Lennon are enjoying this beautiful day. And we were able to get all of the holes finished up today to be able to put in our front gate for the property. I have all of the holes along this side of the driveway here, all the way down to our water's edge. And then we have our space that will be opening for our double gate that will be there. And then we're going to be doing the fencing from the edge of the driveway up to where you see that utility pole up there. That way we can get just the first start blocked off on the front here and built this week. I was able to go and pick up the concrete that we needed to be able to put everything in, and all of the slats that we're going to use to make a similar look along the front of what we've done here with the slats on our round pen for the horses. Although we are going to be painting it at the front, so I also picked up some white exterior paint because I want to make sure that that looks nice and fresh at the front. And then we'll also be painting the corral to match. So this is just sort of going to be a little outdoor project to work on in between our interior renovations this week. Make sure that we can get that privacy set up at the front of the property and stop people from coming onto the property when we're not here, or even at nighttime when we see people kind of going down. So it's unfortunate that we have to do that, but I think we'll ultimately feel better having a gate anyways, especially since soon enough the horses will have their fencing, their paddocks on this whole side and on the other. It's already going to give us the first sidewall of what we need for that fencing. So I think ultimately it was something that was going to happen eventually anyways. We just didn't plan, say hi. We just didn't plan to actually be starting that project part today. This has been a really fun weekend welcoming new additions to our homestead. We had a beautiful road trip on Friday. We've had lots of time this weekend to enjoy the warm weather, hang out with Hudson and London, play with our new turkey poults, our little baby chicks, and now our ducklings. So it's going to be a really fun next couple of weeks seeing them grow. Don't worry, we're going to give you some updates as we go. But we have a lot of work to do. So playtime is over. We got to get back to doing our renovations. But we will make sure to let you know in some of our clips throughout the next couple weeks how our eggs are doing in the hatching. We won't leave you out of that process, and be able to show you the growth of these guys and kind of how we're getting everything set up and prepared for all of the new additions on our homestead. And I have a feeling these aren't going to be the last of them.
No.